We are seriously getting back on our feet on YouTube. So what's up Pixel Gun gamers, it's Boss the Modern right here, back with another video of Pixel Gun 3D where we'll be talking about the latest news, the latest stuff that we know about on the game that we all play, like and hate, the Pixel Gun 3D. So there's a little bit things to cover up. I'll make sure to make the video as compact and as easily understood as possible for everyone that is currently watching the video right here, because from all the review videos, they only show the gameplay and how it is done practically. So for this video, I'll be also speaking through what it is, and then I'll be doing it practically, like what's going on. I'll also be adding up the latest news on the current 17.1 update, which has already been released for Android, and within the scope of the Battle Pass time that the iOS players currently have right now, the iOS update will come out right there. Hopefully, maybe the developers have a bigger delay than ever on making the Battle Pass, because the fact that the developers were releasing the clan update, which is the current update we are all in, like in the iOS now. We haven't gotten the 17.1 update yet, so therefore we're stuck with this. And it came out 14 days before, like 14 to 15 days before the regular update scheme. So yeah, but let's get straight into the update. And also before that, I already, as you can see, I made myself a festive skin, Christmas variety skin. I'll start to make some more Future Impact Christmas skins, and more skins are to come by. Maybe I'll add quite a bit. Maybe I'll manage to get a lot, I don't know, it depends on how much time I get. But believe me guys, this is the last week for my school before we take our winter break, and then I'm trying to get focused on uploading more videos so that I can get back into the YouTube community and stuff like that, because I dedicate this life for YouTube. So I want you guys to stay tuned for all the news and all the stuff that I'll be doing. I'll try to return for real, what's it called, not the casino van but the shopping van series, because since this update, and we're going to be through this, since this update we have this that I'm trying to buy. So let's get on to the update. Okay, let's get on to the update. So this current update is all about clans, mainly of clan changes. There's nothing that major happening into this section though. But let's get to the smaller parts of it, shall we? So they added one new weapon, which is the Neutron Pulsator. Comes with 100 mobility, automatic, and X-ray vision, gadget blocker, capacity 40, and also 100 fire rate with the current maximum efficiency at the current level. And if you might believe me or not, that might be the efficiency of these weapons. Of course, I cannot review the update weapon, although it looks kind of slick. It looks futuristic, which is the style I prefer to play with, like the weapon kind of style I prefer to play with. And it's a really rapid automate weapon. I think they might have done better on this design, from what I see now, from all the other weapons that I've seen through this. I'm not sure what others might think. Maybe they think, man, maybe they think it's cool, this new weapon. Maybe they are really shocked that this has 100 mobility, which is higher than the before it even came by. The highest mobility we had was 85, so keep that in mind. The highest mobility we had is 85. Now if you want a higher mobility weapon, this will bring you 100 mobility with 100 fire rate, which is kind of unbelievable. But it fires relatively the same as a adamant laser cannon, so keep that in mind. But I've seen some gameplays with this, and I'm not gonna spoil too much unless you guys want to get spoiled yourself. I'll try to get this one and get that covered. So the other things that have changed, if you look at the wear, not much. If you look at the gadgets, not much, nothing. If you look at the modules, the chests have been removed, which is quite unfortunate. And I'll get back to that in a little bit, because chest was actually pretty vital source of getting the modules. But now the modules, the way it's obtained, has moved over to the clan. So it's going to be a controversy for my part to have the modules in the class, and I'll tell you why it is. Nothing in the Royale, nothing in the pets, really, nothing really in the pets, other than when the Thanksgiving Battle Pass, but probably that was some update ago. That was like another update before then, and nothing before craft. And as you can see, I already got the gingerbread, and also I'll be crafting the cooking totem because I forgot to do that the last stream. So I'll be reviewing that weapon instead of doing a live stream of it. So to show you guys how it works. You see that chicken right there that it's holding right there. But let's not talk too much about that. We'll just get back to that later. So yeah, nothing sets. They haven't been added the weapons. They haven't been added sets. Nothing much. So therefore, we got the same scheme as the Halloween events when they were running the events, the casino events and the super lottery events. Now we're going to get to the real point, which is the Clans 2.0. The Clans 2.0 was said to be a revolutionary update, so let's get in depth, take piece by piece of what has changed. Firstly, well, in the lobby we see that it's currently standing on beta, and just keep in mind that this is not the final product of the Clans 2.0. Things will change. Things can absolutely change from what people might say these days, okay? People might say something, but for my experience of Pixelgun 3D throughout the 5 years of playing this game, the developers have started to listen a little bit more, but maybe not as significant as they might be. Mainly because they may pick out ideas that would be better for the community, what the community thinks, for their economical good, or there might be other aspects and factors to why they might not implement. I've talked to people who were part of Echo Soldier. They say, because I was a little bit skeptical over that Echo Soldier actually ever listens and actually ever spends a lot of time reading a lot of comments. And from what I heard from them, they say that he does. They say that he actually does take time to read a lot of comments, but I'm still quite skeptical, because if you are a figurehead and you are going to share all of the comments, you really have to spend probably an hour after uploading a video, or just wait a little bit of time to read the comments, or just wait a little bit of time, like 20 minutes, not like 2 hours, but 20 minutes, read some comments, and maybe take some notes. If you really are in for business with Pixelgun, this is what you do. You take notes, and then you might send all of the suggestions or pick your best, but it's rather preferable to either maybe send all of them or pick the most reasonable ones, but not based on your opinion. You have also to think about the others as well when you work as a figurehead of the Pixelgun 3D. So I'm a little bit skeptical when I asked that one of the Ecodas members to say that Scott actually did read every single comment on the post. So yeah, now I just went off right there. I apologize, but we just have to get hands into different branches of this video just to get to, but we'll just get back to the main points. Yeah, it stands on beta, and again, it can change based on the players' feedback and how they are satisfied with the Clans 2.0. And you also changed the name to Clans 2.0. Beta above. The flag is relatively the same, maybe. Maybe they've done some changes about it. I'm not quite sure. So we go through the clans, and we see that we get a whole new interface of how the clan is looking like. And now this is our current power. And from what we can see, we got the name of the clan on top. From the top left hand side, we see the logo, amount of members, and how many are online. From the top right hand side, we see the new currency, which is called silver. And I'll get to that in a few moments. And as you can see, further down to the right hand side, we have the clan war, which says there are 6 clans involved in the clan war. The clan that has gained more valor points wins. Join the clan war to promote your clan to the top division and gain access to the Godlike set, which we'll be covering in just a moment right here. And to the left hand side, we also got a list of members, the leaderboard of the individual clan leaderboard. See who has the most clan valor points of this current season. And we can also make a clan squad. We can get back to lobby. Yeah, there's a bunch of interface going on right here. We also have reworks chat, which now is divided into a clan chat, and for leaders, private chat. I'm not sure if it's for leaders though. Maybe you as a member may take part into privately chatting with others as well, so that you guys may plot some help for the clan, plot in something that can benefit the clan itself. I'm not sure if that's even right there, but tell me guys, if, because I'm just the leader, I can simply private chat. I'm not sure if people who are not the leader, like officers and members, will be able to talk to their private chat. Reworked leaderboard, but they are all relatively based on how much clan value you got throughout the one season. The My Clan shows the display. It is a little bit reworked as well, as you guys can see. Now only the down left part, the down left hand side, is where most of the things have changed, because they added the Steel Division, amount of valor, fort power, tank power, and how many zones are captured currently during the season. And again, this interface is relatively the same. It's relatively the same, but there's just been a few tweaks to just adapt. They just made a few tweaks to adapt. They just want to adapt this new feature of the new sieges that we're going to get to. So we go to the craft and we enter the field. Now I should have done this update a long time ago, but like, I should have done this review a long time ago, but I decided to do right now to cover up most of the facts, most of the stuff we're going through right now. So here you can build. So here are the clans. This is where the clans are actually been mostly reworked. Now there's a longer course, kinda. It feels kinda like a longer course, and also the hills are kinda isolated, which I don't really feel like to have isolated hills. I kinda liked it better. When there was no wally hills that like blocks the good point of view of the siege right here. It would be more nice like before, that it was open rather than closed. So yeah, what you can put in right here is turrets, artillery, traps, monsters, support, and guards. And guards can also, there are some placement restrictions to where you can place these. For example, turrets, artillery can only be placed on these spaces, these blue spaces that are blinking right now. The traps can be placed almost anywhere. I think it cannot be placed in certain spots, but I will try that in. You can also try that if you want to. The monsters can only be placed on the highlighted blue blinking spaces. The support can. Some of them can only be placed on the highlighted blue spots. For example, the sniper tower and the radar station, while the teleporters and the trampoline can be placed as in the same behavior as the traps. And the guards has a restricted placement system, which is only be able to place in the front of the fort right here. And I don't know how many guards you can get, maybe 10, I am not pretty sure. But if you have an army of guardians, an army of turrets, and an army of traps and utilities, you might make it difficult for the other clans to try to win when they're doing the clan raids, which we're getting into, okay? So that was the fort. You can place a bunch of stuff, the monster barracks, and the traps, artillery, other defensive, and more. Go back to the craft, and we also got a new thing. The ram has been replaced with a tank, and I'm pretty sure many people were thinking that the tank was some kind of vehicle that we were going to drive in like a mad battle between the two clans, where every single player is online to fight for victory, fight for the high stake prizes. But it wasn't. The tank has the same aspect as the ram, but the new feature is that the new payload, which is the tank that we're currently moving, can now attack other players and other obstacles through its course of breaking down the gate, which is the main objective of the tank in the clan raid. So you can attach some turrets, you can also attach your main gun and extra gadgets. For example, tank shield generator, we got the medical station, engine booster to boost up the tank, and a lot more. And we can also upgrade stuff. Yeah, that's also a major point, because we can there's no longer getting parts for like getting the stuff straight away. Now we get parts to level up the thing, but when you get the first part of something you haven't unlocked, I think it will automatically be unlocked. It will all automatically be unlocked. And after that, you need a required amount of parts to level up to its respective amount of level. For example, level 2, level 3, it needs that many parts to obtain from that. And you also can add decor if you want to on the towers, purple tower, blue holes, the holes in towers. And so far we ended up with a relatively strong tank with a power of 650 based on missiles, lasers, and a minigun at the backside with shield generator and a healing station on top of the tank with a beam as the main gun, where we have blue that represents the future impact's main color. Now let's go to the store, because the store is also a major thing. Now the way you obtain the parts is through opening chests. Now it's no longer like the old ways where you grind off and then you eat and then you collect the chests from the medals that you get from winning, maybe even losing, but I'm not pretty sure if you gotten any medals from losing back then. Now in this update, this rather looks like the same as the first system to, like, this actually looks the same as the first system of getting the fort items, when you have to grind a lot to get specific amount of specific kinds of chests, and you have to grind even higher to get even higher, like better chests, like chests that give higher amounts of parts and even the mythical parts. That was back then, but now you have to collect silver to pay for the chests. And small clan chests give small quantities, medium gives medium quantities, and large gives large quantities, plus 1/4 of the amount required to get a weapon. In the clan super chest, yeah, you see that we get a half amount of what is needed to get the stuff. And to apologize for that sound right there. Yeah, that was quite distracting. Fudge that. And war hero chest, yeah, the gifts it was kind of confusing in the first one with the gifts, but I clearly understood why there are gifts. But they may be adding more gifts in the later runs. Yeah, war hero chest is what you get for winning the clan season, the clan war, the overall clan war, which contains 1/10 of the amount of parts required to get a specific kind of weapon, get a little extra modules and coins. And yeah, that's another concern. You also get modules from these chests right now. That means you have to grind a lot to get the specified amount of modules, and also other fort utilities so you can upgrade the forts. But as time goes by, it will get more and more expensive, and these parameters that we see right now will be pretty useless. It feels pretty useless. You spend 3 days and you end up with having fort utility that doesn't even need that, like, doesn't even deserve 75 parts because it might cost 1,000 or something. And there's also like a little tweak to this return of the first system, which is the clan super chest. The clan super chest is the same. This adds to where the whole system right here works like similar to the super lottery. Besides, you only spend the silver right now, the silver ingots, but that's not what changes it. This totally looks like the replica of the first of the super lottery, from what I can tell right here. And also in the offers, we see a bunch of offers that gives us a bunch of stuff, the clan parts, but honestly, they are not really good offers. They are not particularly any good offers. You pay a lot of currency for getting the offers as well. Remember that this is a beta, so therefore you might see quite a lot of these currencies. Maybe especially these Silver League weapons, which we're getting to now. The Silver League weapons is something that you can only get through the Silver Division. Now I'm mixing leagues with Division, but I'm not that strict lately, so I might get more strict about what to call stuff later. But you have to pay the currency, real money, to get the stuff right here. The weapons though, yeah, we get to that now. So they added sets for the divisions that you already been advancing to. So if you're in silver, you unlock those. If you unlock the whole set of weapons, that's what it is. When you go up in division, you will unlock a whole set for that division. So the developers are currently working on a whole set for the golden, a whole set for the crystal, a whole set for ruby, and so on until we get to the godlike division. And we also, if we get back right here, we can see the silhouettes for the godlike set. Now, one of them is looking like a shield and a sword. And another one was looking like the wave pulsar. The wave pulsar, if you guys remember, because if it comes by right now, it's not that. But again, you only see the silhouettes of the weapon, and the weapons looks pretty slick. Not gonna lie, and also this backup pistol. I'm not sure of that style. There it is. That's one that I'm looking for. That has a similar style as the wave pulsar. We get to see 6 of them, but we don't know their categories except for 1, probably maybe 2. The smallest one was belonging to the backup, and that sword and shield was belonging to the melee. But things might be changing. Things might be changing over time, and the developers are going to be working more on this clan, and maybe make it even more fun and competitive. Now there have been some alterations within the parameters of these chests, where amount of chests you can get. For example, before it was higher, it was like around 100, and this was like around 200, 250. I'm not particularly sure. Oh, we can also check out. All right, go also check out what else we've got. What else I've gotten. See, I've gotten those. I've gotten a variety of stuffs. Yeah, also the backup, but we haven't unlocked any of those yet, but I'm trying to unlock one of them. And yeah, there might be tweaking values just to make it reasonable for the player to actually play for 4 full days of clan wars just to get the well-deserved rewards. Remember, this is a beta. Things might change. You might get huge rewards, which I highly doubt, in my opinion, because the developers never gives us the stuff to the good amount of stuff, the reasonable amount to play for the clan war. Now let's go to the latest update. So the latest update has a new battle pass. It literally goes for the same scheme. Like, there's a new battle pass, there is new weapons, there's new weapons for a casino set, there are new weapons for the super lottery. It's just the same pattern that we've been used to throughout these times of the Pixagon 3D days. That's what we've been used to. And the new Christmas weapons features rats. Now, I've been checking out myself, but I'm not gonna spoil too much. That's all we got to know. And the developers were saying stay tuned for new Trace fan, and also the new weapons. Wait, was it new weapons? No, the clan, because they're tweaking with clans as well. That might be happening during the update. I'm not entirely sure if they do it directly during the update when it comes out, or if it's gonna be done before, so that the Android players have experienced it first. Remember, the Android players have experienced it right first. So yeah, unfortunately I can't show too much in practice because the update is mainly on the clan war, so I can't really show how it's working, but I bet quite a bit of you guys have experienced it yourself, including those people who are joining my clan right now. The application is open. Anyone who wants to join Future Impact can join right now, and I'll provide the clan ID in the description. That's going to be it for this video. I felt like it was actually rather very long, and it had some unfortunate interruptions throughout the stream, so I'll be taking care of those who might be interrupting. But tomorrow I'll be getting home, so I will be making sure a fresh video for you guys to enjoy. Other than that, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy this video about a bunch of information loading on your head. Hopefully it will carry on throughout the next update. That's all the intel you gotten. This is Boston Modern, and I'm signing out for today. Bye bye.